If you've been dealing with chronic pain or stiffness and want something non-invasive that might actually help, this Novaa Light Pad review is for you. I've been testing the NovaaLab Light Pad for about a month now just to see how NovaaLab red light therapy fits into everyday life and if it's the best infrared red light therapy pad for you. Also, I've got an exclusive discount for Health News viewers on the Novaa Red Light Pad. Use the link in the description below or scan the on-screen QR code that you see right now to apply the savings with our exclusive code. It also helps support the channel at no extra cost. So like with any review, let's get to unboxing the product. Here we have the Novaa Light Pad box. All right, first thing we see is a user manual / quick start guide that we will look at later. Now let's get on to this side here. So in that first little box, looks like we received the wired remote controller for the Novaa Light Pad, an AC power adapter, as well as an extension cord for the pad itself, which is really nice. Hopefully that'll help with convenience using it at a couch or table or desk or anything like that, since this is a wired device. All right, in the last bit of the box, looks like we got some elastic straps, some Velcro straps for the pad itself, which seem to be made of some really nice quality material there. And then here we have the light pad itself, which in my opinion, I thought was gonna be much larger, but this looks like it's gonna be a nice, perfect sort of mid-sized pad for any localized use, such as the knee, lower back, or any areas like that. On the front here, we have all the red and infrared lights. If we flip it over, we have a little pouch, which I would assume is for the remote control that we saw earlier. So here's everything that we got in the box. Quick recap: the user manual and quick start guide. We got the remote controller, the wired remote controller that comes with an extension cable, the power AC adapter, strap to hold the pad in place wherever you're using this on your body, as well as the Novaa Light Pad itself. And that's all we get in the box. It's quick, it's simple, and honestly, that's all you need. So the Novaa Light Pad is a wearable red light plus near infrared LED pad meant for localized relief. Think back, knees, your neck, or any other joints. Now, I wanted to try this specifically because I'm getting that end of the day stiffness as I'm getting older. It seemed to happen as soon as I turned 30, especially in my lower back from desk work, and I want something non-invasive that I can use while answering emails, editing, or doing any other work. And now panels are great, but they're not exactly couch friendly, and this looks hands-free and compact and something that'll just fit easier into my routine than a full-size panel. Now, first impressions on the pad itself is that the build quality feels solid and well finished. The seams all along seem very clean, and the LEDs appear very evenly distributed. Now, the material on the pad itself feels very soft and very flexible. Seems like it's going to be a very comfortable thing to use or have on your body. And what I appreciate is that there's a slight grip so that it doesn't slide. And there is no strong odor on this out of the box, which is also very pleasant, because sometimes with some materials you get a certain odor and you can smell it while using the product. In this case, it just has no smell to it, which is great. Now, speaking of coverage, like I said, it is a pretty mid-sized pad, larger than a sleeve, but smaller than a full panel. So this should definitely cover a knee, a lower back, or shoulder area without any fuss. And the remotes and the cables that it comes with are pretty straightforward, simple with easy to read buttons, and the cable length seems fine in and of itself. And I do appreciate that they added an extension cable just in case you want to use this a little further away from an outlet. And let's say I plug in the connectors as if I'm about to use the product. So I plugged in the remote to the wall outlet, and I'm plugging in the remote control to the pad itself. All of the connectors seem very snug, which is really nice. So I don't see any issues with this unplugging as you're adjusting yourself or making yourself more comfortable wherever you're using this product. Now, in terms of the elastic strap that it comes with, it's pretty simple and straightforward, nothing fancy. It definitely should keep the pad in place without over tightening around whatever area you're putting it on. Now, I am curious to see how this is going to hold on a moving joint like my right knee, for example, or an elbow, especially if I'm sitting down on my couch or laying down watching TV and need to readjust myself. And we will definitely test that fit. And if it stays put on my lower back while I sit at my desk or on this chair, that is a win for real life use. And I'll watch for hot spots versus an even glow once it's powered on and in use. Now to show you how to use the device. Here's my simple routine with the Novaa Light Pad. I plug the adapter into the wall, connect the pad to the inline remote, and power on. Everything's handled with the remote, no app or Bluetooth, and the interface is straightforward. For results, think short but consistent. 10 to 20 minutes per area, 3 to 5 times a week. This uses low-level red and near-infrared light, and it's non-heating. You might feel a gentle warmth, not heat, so you can read, answer emails, or watch TV while it runs. Because the pad is lightweight, only around 0.6 pounds, it sits comfortably and doesn't tug. It's quiet too, so it won't interrupt calls. I place the LEDs directly over my sore spots, keep the strap snug, not tight, and make sure the cable has a little bit of slack so that it doesn't pull. When a session ends, I move to the next area. Most days I rotate. Lower back today, knees tomorrow, especially my right knee. The NovaaLab Red Light Pad rolls up easily as well, so it's portable enough for the office or for traveling. Also, here are some quick yet crucial tips. Set a timer on the remote, stack sessions with an existing habit like reading before bed, and wipe the pad down after use. If skin ever feels irritated, give it a day off and resume with the 10 to 20 minute window. That's the whole flow with the Novaa Light Pad. Simple, quiet, and easy to fit into real life. And this whole routine is exactly why this NovaaLab Red Light Therapy Pad works for me. It's built for localized use, so you can target the exact troubled spot instead of doing full body red light therapy. It's hands-free and wearable, unlike bulky panels, and it's silent and compact, so it disappears into your day. Work calls, reading, couch time, whatever it may be. Also, it's HSA and FSA eligible with a 60-day trial and 1-year warranty. If it sounds like a good fit for your routine, grab our exclusive health news discount, use the link below in the description, or scan the QR code on screen to apply it automatically. Now, let's also take a quick look at the science. Red light therapy uses red, around 660 nanometers, and near-infrared light to support cell energy and blood flow. So the following are the potential red light therapy benefits that can nudge recovery. For nerve pain, light may help calm irritated nerves and support repair. Think red light therapy for nerve damage as an adjunct, not a cure. For joints, some people report less stiffness and better comfort with red light therapy for joint pain, though results are mixed. For muscles, evidence is stronger, less soreness and quicker bounce back. Helpful for red light therapy for chronic pain routines. Red light therapy is generally safe and non-invasive, but remember, everybody is different. You could notice skin sensitivity, dryness, or tightness. If that happens, shorten sessions or space them out in between. Let's continue with my personal experience. After a month with the NovaaLab Red Light Pad, here's my honest take. I used it 4 to 5 days a week, 15 to 20 minutes per area, just like the brand suggests. My main targets were the lower back from desk time, my neck and upper traps after filming days, and my right knee after runs. It slotted into day-to-day life easily. I'd strap it on while replying to emails or DMs, editing, or watching TV. Set it, let it run, and move on. Comfort-wise, it actually surprised me. The pad is lightweight and flexible, and while it's non-heating, I did notice a gentle warmth that actually felt nice but never hot. The remote control keeps it simple, no app, no pairing. And it's quiet, so I could take calls or be on FaceTimes without anyone knowing it was on. Now, to be honest, results weren't instant, but around week 2, I noticed less morning stiffness in my lower back and quicker recovery on my right knee after runs. On weeks when I skipped a few days, which happens, the stiffness crept back, which told me that consistency matters. Limitations? You still need to make time for short sessions, and because it's corded, you'll want a seat or a spot near an outlet. The strap sometimes needed a quick readjust on the knee, but overall it's been an easy, low-friction add to my routine, with benefits that I could feel after I stayed consistent. And finally, my honest conclusions. If you got mild stiffness, sore muscles, joint tension, you're active or sit for long hours, this fits easily into real life and targets the exact spot you want it to. It's not for anyone expecting instant results, and if you're dealing with severe or chronic pain, speak with a clinician. It's not a quick fix, but for everyday relief and recovery, it's worth keeping in your routine. Want more on red light therapy, recovery, and home devices? Check out our videos right here on Health News. If this helps, subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss new reviews and best deals. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in our next video.